So we are in the town of Lovejoy, Georgia, and it used to be called Lovejoy Station during the Civil War, and there was a lot of fights here. There was more than one battle. Kilpatrick's raid's one of them that I think is the largest cavalry raid in the war. But this place was a stomping ground for me when I was a young man. Back in this area, there was an old plantation house that had slave quarters in the woods. Yes, I'm old enough to say that I have seen such things with my very own eyes. But we used to run this road so much we knew it like the back of our hand. And for some stupid reason, you know, teenagers, we decided that we would drive it with our headlights off at night. And because of practice, I became the best person at rolling custom cigarettes. So I was requested to roll one up and rolled it up and lit it up. And as soon as I hit the lighter, the inside of the cap is white and can see nothing outside. And we're probably doing 45, 50 miles an hour minimum. And, you know, lighter goes off, headlights come up, and we didn't die. And needless to say, this road's changed a lot since I was youngin'. For instance, this is a Michael Obama elementary school. How things have changed. This is called Panhandle because Clayton County is the county in Georgia that I grew up in, and it's too early for that gear. The county's got a little funky little thing that goes down on the bottom of it that I'll just put a picture of it, let you see what I'm talking about. But this runs through the panhandle of the county, and there is a reservoir down here that we used to go to, and there is a dirt road that would cut off at just a 45-degree angle or less, and we would hit that, lights out at speed. And one time I was coming down through here on a motorcycle, and I decided to do it on a bike, and that was probably one of the scariest things I've ever done. But I lived, and I've ridden all my life. Had a go-kart as a little one. I know there's a story for that too. My dad, I think all of us had 3 horsepowers. Actually, there was a big guy that had a dual seater that had 4 or 5 horsepower. But my dad loved to brag on Amoco's white gas. It was their premium. They used to brag that it was clear. And they had a little clear thing on the top of it with these little ball things that would float around in it, so you could see that it was actually flowing a liquid. And it was a premium, higher octane. I think it might have been one higher than other premiums, but my dad got me that fuel, cleaned up my spark plugs, took me out and showed me how to enter a turn, when to get off the throttle, when to get on the throttle. Oh, and here's this turn I was telling you about. So this used to just go straight through here. And like everything now, they have to change the roads to do that bend, at least in Georgia. I remember talking to a commissioner guy one time. He said, that's an illegal intersection. But, so anyway, my dad got me fast through the turns. I don't don't even think he told me to get on the brake. He said let off the throttle entering the turn, coast through almost a half, and ease it back wide open. So I battled it out and won my first race, and I was hell on wheels after that. So pretty soon I got a mini bike, then a motocross bike. There's a reservoir. Let's see, my first street bike was a Honda 350. It didn't last long. I forget why. But I think it was perfectly fine. I might have traded it in on a Yamaha 400. And I rode for a long time. Actually, I'm trying to think of how many bikes I've had. But anyway, the Yamaha had mags on it, which was new at for the time. But got that all the way up until the time I was married, and just I don't know, the kid up the street wanted it, and I sold it to him, and I was bikeless for 9 years. Then bought a Heritage Softail with 7,000 miles on it from a fella that is, I think is a 2-star general now. Rode it for a little bit, then something happened. I had to get on the brakes real hard and it slid, and I learned that these things have brakes that if you slam on the front, it'll apply the brakes. On the back, same thing. You know, I don't know if it does it proportionally. If I slam on the back, if it gives more pressure to the front as it should, but anti-lock brakes, which I'm not sure is a good thing anymore. Hey. Oh, that thing didn't have a cruise control either. It had a little set screw over here. Just lock the throttle in its spot. Climbing a hill, it would slow down. Going down the hill, it'd speed up. Cruise is nice. Automatic tire pressure sensors too, man. That's a life changer. I don't check my Fat Boy like I should. You know, you should check them every time you get on it, but you know, this stuff will ruin you. Big chicken, gay chicken. I'm sorry, that was not the way I should have said that. Or is it? Hey, dog. Well, he was coming for me. This is Georgia. And that, my friends, was the entire length of Panhandle Road. Headed to Woolsey. Peace out. Alright, we're about to turn onto Rising Starr Road. Pretty much cheap. It's nice homes. Been there a little while, and not a prime example of what I was saying. Old Greenville Road, and let's see if it's yeah, gravel just up the road there. I have tried to find different routes and gotten into gravel, but you know, it won't be long, a couple of miles of gravel road, but that's the adventure. See if I can get you guys up over the windshield. And there you go, there's some of these homes. Yeah. Nice little outbuilding. So the reason why this glass is wavy and funky is a characteristic of this particular make and model is a car dealership owner used to say. CVO has this wavy glass plexi. The burble. And this is the Massengale Meadows. I have no clue what that's about, but it kind of looks like it's open to the public. Grain silos. Thinking that there's a lot of movie and TV production stuff going on around here. I'm surprised that well, maybe some of those homes belong to actors that are aspiring. Have an address on Rising Starr Road. There's a buddy of mine that lives in Peachtree City. Studio bought the home next to him, and his the occupant at that time was the guy that stars in Ant-Man, and his name I can't come to think of at the moment, but I don't know, I was thinking about Reedus, the Walking Dead guy. I don't know that it was him, but the guy at the Harley store was telling me one time that he was in one of those homes, or had a home somewhere around Peachtree City, and had a pizza in his saddlebag, with the door open, which means the pizza's all crushed down into one side, right? Which I like the guy even more. He said somebody recognized him, they were chasing him, and he went into his driveway so fast that he tore the door off of his saddlebag. It's a shame that celebrities can't get peace. So let's see what we can do here. I've never turned into this whole entrance. It looks like it's nice and crowded today. Howdy. Just a quick peek. Starr's Mill, Parking Reservoir. Howdy, howdy.
How you doing?
It's good, man. Starr's Mill. Creek Indian. Wow. Starr's Mill. Some of the mechanism. And I'm not climbing down to get the nice waterfall shot. This brick is interesting. Almost looks like a boat ramp. I'd like to know the history of this. Wow. Mechanisms are all still in here. Wow, that's cool. Goose, goose, goose. Wish I had some bread for you. Turtles. Starr's Mill. Goose, goose. Oh. I wonder when this place is ever open. I don't know if you can see inside like I can. Let's see if I can get a shot. Lawnmower just threw a rock at me. Thankfully, it didn't hit me. All right, I'll try to include that photograph. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Starr's Mill.